Madonsela rubbishes Malema's claims and Zuma warns of enemy within. Good evening. Public Protector Thuli Madonsela has rejected expelled ANC Youth League leader Julius Malema's claim that she had failed to give him the right to reply to a probe into suspected tender fraud in Limpopo. Malema had accused her of finding him guilty in absentia. Madonsela had found that On Point's 50 million rand contract awarded by the Provincial Transport Department was fraudulent. She had told the parliamentary committee she not only sent Malema a copy of her preliminary findings, but also gave him the opportunity to be interviewed.
And we wrote to On Point requesting to meet with the directors of On Point, and On Point made its own choice to send Mr. Gwangwa and 2 lawyers that I personally interviewed. Surely if On Point wanted Mr. Malema to be part of that meeting, On Point could have brought Mr. Malema to be part of that meeting.
President Jacob Zuma has painted a picture of infighting within the ruling party, saying the ANC has to beware of the enemy within. Zuma was addressing the elective conference of the Umkhonto weSizwe Military Veterans Association in Boksburg. He told delegates the ANC was battling factionalism, lobbying for positions, ill discipline, fraud and corruption, and bulk buying of members. He says members should not allow the party to be destroyed. Government says supporting the children of those killed in strike-related violence in Marikana is a priority. The Interministerial Committee says education support for the children is critical. A meeting was held ahead of finalizing a report to be submitted to Cabinet on the Marikana tragedy, during which 34 people were killed and 78 wounded on August 16th. IMC spokesperson Harold Maloka.
Together with Lone Min Mine, are followed up and ensured that they are taken care of through the Department of Social Development to see what other benefits they qualify for so that they can be processed and ensure that those families get those particular benefits.
The Minister of Police, Nathi Mthethwa, has launched the festive season anti-crime campaign at Jane First outside Groblersdal in Limpopo. Mthethwa says police will do everything in their power to make the 2012 festive season safe. He has called on South Africans to work with police.
I am saying we are ready to take on all the criminals in this festive season. Come with us. Join us. Let's march forward to ensure that this becomes a peaceful festive season where everybody will enjoy safety and security.
The United Nations Refugee Agency is preparing to help thousands of Syrian refugees get through the northern hemisphere winter. They say 340,000 Syrians have fled to neighboring countries, and they expect the number to double by the end of the year. Officials say they will make 500 million rand available to provide fuel, food, shelter and warm clothing. Agency spokesperson Melissa Fleming.
It is awful to be a refugee. It's awful to live in a tent. It's even worse if you have to live in a tent when it's freezing and windy and cold and wet outside. So we want to make sure that at least the situation is livable for these people who have no other choice. The survival is their only option, fleeing across borders.
And finally, it's been around for decades and is produced and sold all over the world. Yet the secret recipe for the world's famous Coca-Cola has still managed to stay under wraps. It's locked away in a vault at the World of Coca-Cola building in Atlanta. Melanie Moses visited the Fizzy Wonderland and filed this report.
Open happiness is Coke's famous tagline, and I was definitely happy to see a gigantic Coke bottle standing in the foyer, stylishly decorated with beads from South Africa. Visitors get a chance to browse through historical artifacts before watching a video of the happiness factory where Coke is made. Then we get to see the vault where the secret formula is stored. The huge steel structure is sealed and looks highly sophisticated. Finally, we get a chance to sample more than 60 Coca-Cola beverages from across the globe, and on the way out of the Fizzy Wonderland, they also throw in one for the road. Melanie Moses, SABC News, Atlanta.
Recapping the top story this hour, Public Protector Thuli Madonsela has rejected expelled ANC Youth League leader Julius Malema's claim that she had failed to give him the right to reply to a probe into suspected tender fraud in Limpopo.